This segment of DoD TV's Natural Barn is brought to you by
Mossy Oak Gamekeepers, your ultimate resource for wildlife and land management.
The innate nature of man is to hunt for survival. In an ever-changing society, modern hunters still bear those natural-born instincts. To act on those instincts, every hunter faces a different set of circumstances. For the weekend warrior, it's about finding new dirt. For the gamekeeper, it's about the well-being of the wildlife. For the ultimate land manager, it's about cultivating and maintaining the natural habitat. And for the apprentice, it's about gaining the knowledge to satisfy the natural-born instinct to hunt. Winchester and Drury's Natural Born. Texas Two-Step.
Here we go. Opening day down here in the Lone Star State. They keep interrupting the interview. I can't wait to get in here and get started. Reconyx cameras did the MRI for us this year. We got pictures, we got video clips, and we're anxious to get out here and get started. This is awesome. There he is. There's two of them. Well, we literally just got settled into the blind, looked up. Two big gobbers coming down the road. They twisted us up to the point I didn't want to blow Wade's eardrums out. They finally got over here where I got down and got a shot at them. And I just plumb blew it. I missed. Had ample opportunities to get over to the decoys. And I let them, I didn't shoot till they started going away. So it's kind of my bad, but more turkeys gobble, we'll see what happens, but I kind of messed that up big time. Boo. Oh, gobbling. Show. He was gorgeous coming in. Just gorgeous. That was awesome. Whew. Good job. That was fun. Woohoo. What a start. I'm whispering because there's turkeys still gobbling. This is a great reminder of why we got started in the business. My heart was pounding like it was a Boone and Crockett coming in, and what a show. just love turkey hunting.
Sharing the passion. Natural Born cast member Greg Glessinger is doing everything he can to keep his son Derek active and engaged. And now that Derek is showing an interest in hunting, Greg decides it's time for him to try and harvest his first deer.
You get away from smartphones, video games, and tablets. It's amazing what you can plug into. In today's world, it really applies to our young people. When you break it down and spend time with them and show them your passions, it's amazing what they'll plug themselves into.
There's no better time to spend 3 to 4 hours one-on-one time with your children. Get them out there, get them away from the computers, let them know who you are so you can know who they are.
To me in life, I'd lots rather have a child hunting with me than, sitting around on the electronic devices, and I know Greg feels the same way.
Talk about anticipation.
Well, with any young hunter, in particular Derek, I knew we had to start from ground zero. Gun safety, putting the time in on the shooting bench, and getting him dialed in so when the moment of truth came, he knew he had the confidence to pull it all off.
Winchester, field tips with the American legend.
Hi, I'm Mike Stock with Winchester Ammunition, and on this week's Field Tip with the American Legend, let's talk about shooting on the range. And, before deer season, we all should be out shooting and making sure our rifle is still zeroed in, whatever trajectory we're looking at. I like to be about 2 inches high at 100 yards. That way I know my bullet's gonna hit just about dead on out to 200 yards. You all should be out shooting at the range and practicing the way you're gonna hunt. Now, whether that's sitting in a box blind or offhand standing shots or using shooting sticks, when you're out at the range, try and make it as lifelike as possible, and you'll be better off once you're in the deer stand. For more information, check us out at winchester.com.
Hey boy, nice job, man. Got a phone call from Mark asking to let's meet up to get a game plan for Derek's opening morning. And sure enough, we agreed on the same set, the good old 100.
On your whole place, 3 mature deer
Oh, wow.
on the whole place, 3 that are 4 or older.
You think it's just a combination EHT and hard
It's
winter?
EHT.
Period. No doubt.
100%.
You work so hard and spend so much energy and financial commitment to make this stuff work, and to hear stuff like that, Mother Nature is just...
She's teaching us who's in charge,
she
brother.
is tough.
She's teaching us who's in charge.
We're not all that picky, are we, Dee?
No.
About this size, Dad. And you'll be waiting. All right, guys. Well, good luck.
Yeah.
See you, brother. Let me know if you kill one. Send me a text, okay?
Oh, I will. Thanks, Mark.
See ya.
Yeah,
Appreciate
good luck.
it. Yeah.
Thanks for everything.
All right. Thank you.
A simple plan.
Well, it's November the 2nd. We got a west wind. Hunting northern Missouri. Youth season. We got Big Derek here to drop the hammer. Talk about anticipation. This is the time for anticipation. This is the time we're gonna start seeing all the big ones. So to say we're excited is an understatement. We got Wade behind the camera. Taylor's in camp. Freed up Wade so he can come down here and help us out. So it should be really, really a nice set. We've got into it early. Just as we started getting settled in, looked up, and we had 3 or 4 does already out. So hopefully this might be the night. Well, we just eyeballed a shooter. He's coming down this hill to the west of us, tracking a doe, but we got 4 or 5 live decoys out there, so hopefully we're gonna win this battle. Derek's gonna get a shot tonight. Yeah, I see him. He's right left of the road.
See him?
Yeah, I do.
I think he's creeping right now. Put his head in the trees.
Just don't move because that doe's still staring and freaking out.
Oh, God. I see him. There's the jump. Here he comes. Jump the fence.
This segment of DoD TV's Natural Barn is brought to you by Analogics. Protect your herd with the power of science.
Well, we just eyeballed a shooter. He's coming down this hill.
Greg Glessinger's son Derek is trying to harvest his first whitetail buck. With a shooter already nudging does in the biologic, he's about to learn a valuable lesson every natural-born hunter already knows. Patience is a virtue.
It's all right. To get him inside of Derek's range, we need about 120 would be primary or inside of 120. So that's what we're gonna hope for right now.
I can't even find him. The sun is brutal.
Okay, take your time. I know it's hard to find him because I'm trying to find him like rangefinder and this stuff. Okay, he's exactly 100 yards. Okay.
You want him?
Yeah. Okay.
It's ready.
Hang on. Just gotta make sure.
His tail.
Giant, my man. Holy smokes. Was that awesome or what? Huh? Was that cool or what? You know how much I love you, my man? Is that just so much fun or what? Use season. Derek drops the hammer about 108 yards, 110. Center punches him. The 9-point. 140, 145 inches. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Talk about expectations being met. We just met him. Thanks, Wade, for being here.
Oh, it was a blast. Congratulations, buddy. That was awesome.
That was awesome. You alright?
That was some good stuff, boys.
Love you. It's awesome.
That's what it's all about right there.
You smoked it, man.
Beautiful deer, buddy.
Thanks.
No problem, buddy. It was my pleasure. That was awesome.
Thanks. Here we are, Missouri youth season, Saturday, November 2nd. Sure enough, Mother Nature opened her arms tonight, and here we are at a moment that I and Derek will never forget. This is something of a dream. And when you accomplish it like we did, it's pretty special. To say that this is something that I'll never forget, bud, it's hard to put in words. Derek, thanks for allowing me to be a part of something so special. And Wade, thanks to you for hanging in there with us, bud.
Thank you.
Wouldn't be the same.
When you put so much time and energy into these hunts and preparation, when it all comes together, especially one for your son or daughter, yes, I got quite emotional, but it was more about him and us spending time together than anything else. It was not about the size of the deer, it was about the size of the moment that I will never forget.
Love you, bud. Well, we just got Derek's deer loaded up, and we're on the road up to see Mark and Taylor. They wanted to see him, so we're gonna stay high and hopefully have them some good luck and rub him, and maybe tomorrow Taylor will drop one, so go see him here in a few minutes.
Look at that, buddy. Come on.
That is awesome.
Oh, man. That thing's a stud,
He
buddy.
is.
Look at
Oh
that,
my
bud.
God, congrats.
It's not the size of the deer, but it's the size of the memory. And this one was huge.
That's what it's all about, brother. Congratulations. Come here, bud. Good job.
Something I'll never forget,
Yeah.
right?
Heck yeah.
Right? Something
That's
I'll never
awesome.
forget.
Congratulations, Derek.
Follow Drury Outdoors on Twitter and share your hunting stories. A pleasant surprise Having seen his son Derek learn a lesson about patience while harvesting his first buck, it's time for the apprentice, Greg Glessinger, to learn another hard fact about being a natural-born hunter. Mother Nature is in charge.
Last year I was introduced to EHD in a very hard way. To be honest, I really wrote off this year going into the Wisconsin season due to the fact of how much we had lost last year. All I could really do was hope for the best going into 2013 season. The opening day of gun season was upon us, and we had little to no hope. With temps in the teens and the high winds, the deer movement was almost zero.
There's a lot of factors out there right now that can sometimes make that deer hunting extremely tough. It could be time, it could be money, there's just so many things. But you can't kill them on the couch.
Well, we've all been there, man. There's just times when in the morning the alarm clock goes off and you just do not want to get out there and go hunting, at least for myself. And that can happen for a lot of reasons, but especially in Greg's case.
There's always something as a gamekeeper. You're fighting the too much rain, not enough rain, EHD.
You sometimes ask yourself, why am I going out to hunt? I just like going out there and watching the animals, and if a big buck comes in the food plot or into the timber where you're hunting, it seems like it's just a bonus.
Tell you what, it was tough. We had EHD hit us really bad. We didn't have the deer herd that we were hoping to get. But I said, Derek, we got to go in and check on the reconnaissance camera, and sure enough, we found Mr. 12. We only had a couple pictures of him, but I said, if he was here only a few days ago, he's probably still in the area. We got to give it a go. And sure enough, look who shows up.
Dude, we just hammered the 12-pointer. We just hammered the biggest deer on our whitetail farm here in Wisconsin. Not by a little, by a lot. He's a 12-pointer. We've got 5 or 6 trail pics of him. He is huge. Biggest deer we got, hands down, an absolute giant. My biggest whitetail in Wisconsin by gun or bow ever. And that's 15 years of hard work in the state finally paid off. Woo! Can you believe it? Can you believe it? The biggest whitetail deer I have ever shot, bow or gun, after 15 years of chasing these things. We have hunted, let him go and let him go and let him go. And finally, all those years of patience paid off with by far the biggest whitetail in Wisconsin I've ever shot, bow or gun. And I got my son Derek, who's 10, with me, which even makes it that much more sweeter. To say I'm excited, relieved, a monkey off my back. Finally, these things will drive you mad, that's for sure. He came out and we center punched him, ran 50, 60 yards and piled up, and Derek did all the camera work for me. Unbelievable.
Sometimes, some years, you just don't have the pictures, or you don't have that feeling. You're not seeing them in the early season and they're just not there, and your hopes really go down.
Oh, it's so easy just to hit the snooze button or stay home and watch football, but that's not what they did. They got out there and they grinded it out, because unless you're out there, it's probably never gonna happen.
Greg had a few reconnaissance pictures of a big buck and was able to get it done and kill his biggest buck to date in Wisconsin.
As a gamekeeper, when you plant the food plots, hang the tree stands, check the reconnaissance cameras all summer, when you actually shoot a large deer like the one Greg shot, it all makes it worthwhile.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Next week on Winchester and Drury's Natural Born.
Here we are, week 3 in Missouri season. Coon doggy dog. Thank you, my brother.
Man, that happened fast. This is my favorite tree, man.
I seen the deer that I'm after last night, shot at him and missed him.
There's your boy.